And we are live. Hello, girls. How are you? Anita here from Sequins and Sand. We're not actually live. I've had to change tact. You know how that happens in life, girls. I'm sure you know all about that. We had to pre-record today's live because something's come up and I need to create space tomorrow for that. So I've gotten dressed up in my evening gear because it's a bit chilly here tonight in Brizzy land to bring you Colourful Coverups. I love colour. It's my favorite thing. And I love talking about colour and style, colour with cossies, colour. But yes, so today's a little bit different in that this is a pre-recorded session and I am going to broadcast it at the regular time of 12 o'clock. All going well. Hopefully we won't be in the car when that happens. So bear with me. I hope that you are having a great day or night, whatever time you tune in to this presentation today. We call it a presentation. That sounds a bit formal. Sounds like I'm back at school. But I really do hope that you enjoy what we have in store today. There is so much that's just landed. We're doing lives now on a Wednesday and a Friday here at Sequins and Sand just to catch up because what COVID's done is that a lot of stuff that was supposed to land in July and August and September has all of a sudden landed in late October, early November, and some of it's even getting pushed out to December and January now. So we've kind of had to push it back. So in order to make it up, we're coming to you live twice a week at always 12 o'clock Brisbane Vegas time. And we also have 2 newsletters that come out to keep you informed as well. One is the shop that comes out on a Sunday for subscribers. And we talk mainly about products, what's new in store and other unique things, special things just for our subscribers. And then on a Wednesday, we bring out Beyond the Shop, where we talk about things that help you to get summer ready from a confidence point of view, that round out your life to help you feel good about getting into your cossies and your cover-up so that you can hit that sand running and dive into your summers, no holding back. That's our wish here at Sequins and Sand. We've been doing it for 12 years, the girls and I, and we're here to help you. If your shape has changed, we know as we get older, women in midlife, our bodies have changed. We're not those 20-somethings that we used to be, and our bodies have done amazing things since then as well. And for some of us, they've been through the mill as well. So our bodies have changed for all sorts of reasons. And we're here to help you to live your summer with greater confidence in our thoughtfully designed swimwear, resort wear, incredible fitting advice and experiences. So we're here to help. Now I've got some notes for today's session, girls, because there's a lot to get through. I thought that we would talk about color, talk about shape, and then talk about prints and plains and how the designers actually approach it when they put their collections together. A bit of inside knowledge for you. But let's kick it off now. Color. Do you love color, or are you a black and white girl? We did black and white in the last live. Very classic, black and white. But do you find you know what colors look good on you, or do you find your colors wear you, or do you wear your colors? Let me say that again. Do you wear your colors, or do your colors wear you? Let me know. Even though this is a recording, once we go into the Facebook stream and on YouTube, I'll be able to see your comments and we can have a chat online if you've got any questions or some comments. So tell me, do you know your colors, the colors that work best for you, the colors that people, when you wear them, people say to you, oh, geez, you're looking good today? Or do they say to you, are you feeling all right? They're usually a couple of clues as to whether you've got the right color on or not. Color is really important, as is something called style personality. Now, color will come in plains and in prints. And Maybe you love prints, maybe you love plains, maybe you love them both, maybe you love to print clash. All of those things, how comfortable you feel in prints and plains and print clash, has to do with your style personality. Now, color, knowing your color, knowing what shapes to look for to wear on your body, what cuts of clothing and swimwear for your personal body shape, the colors that look good on you that you should wear, ones you should avoid, and also style personality are things that we cover in our Summer Confidence Society. It's our paid membership group, and we kicked that off last year, and we'll be opening the doors to that next year. We go a lot deeper into those principles of style to help you feel confident. But today I thought, you know what, I'll just give you a little bit of a taste of some of that theory. Let's do something a little bit differently. So if you find that your color wears you, there might be some tips in here for you to turn that around. If you know your colors, let me know. What are the colors that look best on you? Are you cool or warm? Are you muted or clear? I am a warm, muted, deep. Dark eyes, dark hair, fairly deep. I can wear black. Don't wear it that often, but I'm finding actually as I'm getting a bit older and I'm actually getting darker that I am leaning into it a little bit more. But I do love my deep tones as well because they suit me. Now, shape is the other thing. Do you know what cuts of clothing to look for that are going to flatter your shape? And then we stock shapes that we know work on many shapes. So that's how we try and make it easy. Because, you know, summer dressing should be effortless. You should be relaxed. It should be throw it on, head out the door, feel fantastic. Over your togs or not, from beach to bar. But it should be easy. You know, summers in Australia are so bloody hot, usually, especially where we are towards the north, that you just don't want anything to feel too clingy, too uncomfortable. You want it to breathe and you want to look good, but also feel very relaxed in it and not overworked. Really, really important. So everything that we stock here, we call it resort wear, but it really is casual wear and relaxed casual wear. Doesn't mean everything's full and frumpy, not even frumpy, but full. It just means that it has a relaxed vibe about it. And that's our vibe, nice and relaxed. So we'll go through some shapes as we talk about these cover-ups as well. And then we'll touch a little bit on style personality, but not too much. I will say that when you go away on holiday, aside from feeling relaxed, you want versatile pieces that you know you can wear over your togs, and then with a little bit of zhuzhing up with some accessories, or maybe layering over with something else like a cape, or belting it a different way, or tying it off, or opening it up and layering it over something. You can create a totally new look. And that's the other thing we look for when we put our ranges together here at Sequins and Sand. We look for pieces that we know are going to work hard for you, so you can pack less and do more. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, I know. Some of you might have refined your packing. Some of you are really good at it, I know, but some I'm sure are still overpacking. Are you an overpacker, or do you get it right? Let me know. So I think we'll just dive into the different kinds of cover-ups we have here. Some are capes, some are what we call beach dresses, and some are sarongs. They're the three different kinds. So there's capes, dresses, and sarongs. And I just want to share with you a little bit of a trick that the designers, when they put the collections together each summer, how they do it. So let's start with this one. A lot of what we sell are prints, right? So when you work a printed cossie back with a cover-up, in most instances, you'd probably go a plain, or you can go a print as well if that's your style personality and you love a bit of either print clash, or if you like to keep things simple and matched and no need to think, then you might want to match with the same print. Completely your call. You've got options, right? So take this print from Genevieve. This print's been really, really popular this year. It's the Coral Palms. But see how it's got a base color. Now, the base color of this print is navy. Hello, it's navy. And then we've got the orange and white accents. And what Genevieve has chosen to do is introduce cover-ups that are of the same print. So that's one way that they do it. So they've done it in their dresses and also their sarongs. Now, with their black and white print, which I showcased in the last live, they then have done a whole resort collection of white and black so that it's easy for you to be able to grab the togs and grab the cover-ups and mix and match nicely together, make it really easy for you. So that's what they do. So that's what Genevieve have done this year. So that is with the coral palms. And then they've got the lovely blue Florence print as well. It's a bit buried at the moment. Let me see if I can drag it out. Now, when we put things together, have a look at that straight away. This might be from one company, but these are the Jam Jam Capriosca Sarongs. If you want a plain, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. All of those three colors are in that print. So when you want to put an outfit together, look for the colors that are in the print. That's how the designers do it, right? They pick the colors in the prints and they create their plains for the season. So this is my favorite print this year. This is the Molokai print from Capriosca. So in there, you will see that again, this is actually a black-based print, but it's got so much blue in it. It's black-based. It's got a black lining. It's got so much blue in it. It could be either or, right? You hardly make out the black. But Marsha's clever in that all of those colors that you see in the Molokai print are actually back in their collection of cover-ups. There is the coral, the punch, that will pick up the pink. There is the blue that will be picked up in the blue. Now, you could pick that up with a navy as well. That still works if you're a deeper tone girl or you love your navy. And you can also put the black with it. Now, see how that is a very different look to putting the blues and the lighter colors, but it still works because it picks up the black in the print. Great print. That's the Molokai. The same with the Corsica print, right? So the Corsica has got a lot more warm tones going on with it, girls. This is much warmer. So there's lots of apricots and pinks, a little bit of blue, and little white highlights, and very much a black background, and even accented in the black trim. So straight away, that one is going to work beautifully with a black cover-up. But equally well, if you wanted to lighten the look up, and look how that just lightens it straight away, picks up that punch color beautifully. Isn't that stunning? Let me know what you prefer, whether you prefer the darker black with it or pick up the lighter colors in the print. But just see how that lifts it. It's a lot more vibrant. It's kind of happier, whereas the other one with the black just makes it a bit more subdued in terms of vibe and energy. Now, can we bring out the blue? Yeah, we can. We can bring out the blue, and that's different again. So there are different ways in which you can play with the prints in your cossies and mix them back with a plain, or mix the keep the plains and the prints together. This one here is a little bit trickier. I picked this up because this is the latest print that's out, and it's got a lot of white going on, right? But it is on a black background. Now, my light tonight is going to flare a little bit. Hopefully, it'll recenter itself. But there are beautiful lilacs and greens and blues in this. So straight away, you could pick up a blue and just grab those blue accents from the middle of the flowers. Do you see them more towards the bottom there? That picks it up nicely. This is the Provence blue. It's the new blue in the Capriosca range. Or you could team it with the black. Now, that high contrast has a very different vibe to the blue. But because there's so much white and lighter colorings in this print, straight away, bang, that black creates quite a high contrast and the energy level changes again. So Depending on your style, personality, your preference, you might feel more comfortable with that high contrast as well. And also your coloring, your toning, whether you can wear high contrast combinations or whether you're better with something more muted. Now, what do I mean by that? This is the lovely Madagascar cape, and its sister cape is the La Luna cape, blue-based, and this is earthy tones, right? So if you are more of a warm color palette, this is something that would work better for you. This has got some warm tonings in it, but it is tending more to be a bit cooler. So if you wear silver, if you wear gold, warm, cool, that's a quick and dirty way to look at it. But you can see straight away more muted tones in this too. They look like they're a little bit dusty or dusky. They've got the edge taken off them. They're softer. This one, again, it's created with that high contrast, especially with that dark blue in it, just has the highs and lows of colors in it, and it's not so soft and muted down. So for me, I am a warm tone girl, so I would lean more towards this one. However, this has got a lot of blue in it, and this works well on me too. So something else to consider, and why we buy what we do, we keep you in mind and your color scheme in mind, right? So colors that are muted and warm, colors that are cooler. Now, I don't get too specific and go, oh, what do my muted girls need and what do my clear girls need? Because that's really hard. I'd be buying, bits and pieces from all over the place. But I do keep in mind warm and cool color palettes. So if every time you shop with us, know that that's what we look for, and we've probably got something that's going to suit you for that reason. So I'm just going to take a sip of water. Excuse me for a sec. Now, capes. I shouldn't have put those back. I am a huge fan of capes. We sell bucket loads of capes. They are the first thing to go each and every season. Why? Because out of everything here, they are the most work beautifully over togs, and equally well, they work well as a cover up over tops, dresses, shorts, anything. You can tie them different ways. Either you can, tie them in the front, you can tie them to the back, you can knot them in the front. Pardon me. That's my favorite way to wear them. Sorry, girls. But you can wear them so many different ways. And it's something that you can, by layering over very quickly and easily, change the look of something from, the day before you might have just worn the plain tube dress underneath. But then the next night you go out, just chuck your cape over the top and you've got a brand new outfit. Who's going to know, right? So a great piece. Now, these capes are only $39.95 as well. And you'll find them, I'll show you where you'll find all these pieces later on, but these are in the accessories section, in the cape section. Capes, jumpers, cover-ups or something, something else. Capes and, I forget, there's too many things and it's far too late tonight. But capes are great. So that's one form of cover-up. This one is a La Luna, and it's got the navy base in it, but it's exactly the same cut. So these capes will go back with some plains. This one looks fantastic with a plain navy swimsuit. Lizzie wore this in our shoot and looked $1 million in it. So again, we've got some green togs coming out soon, another plain coming through. So a great option for you if you are not sure where to start. Capes are a great way just to have an experiment. Get in there, have a bit of a play for $39.95. Seriously, what have you got to lose? And they make great gifts too with Christmas coming up. So capes. Now we move into what we call beach dresses. Now, in my mind, something is a beach dress if it is something that you can easily wear over your togs. These are really light. They're cotton. Cotton is a great fabric to wear to the beach and by the pool because it washes and wears so easily, and it's super cool. These are a nice fine cotton. If you were wearing these over your togs, no problem. But if you wanted to wear it out, at nighttime where there's a bit more brighter light and you're not at the beach or the pool, then you probably need to wear a slip underneath, but easily done. We sell truckloads of cotton slips for that reason. Nice cool slip options. So these beach dresses, they're $79, and Caprioska has them in all sorts of colors. There is the Provence blue, which goes back beautifully with the Florence blue, but also the Santorini blue. I didn't bring that up with me, but there's the blue. There is the Punch, which is a coral color. Isn't that divine? Oh, God, I love that. And then there is also a navy, if you want to go a little bit darker. And there's also a white and a black. So lots of colors to choose from, but straight away, these are a no-brainer. Easy to throw on over your togs, and then layer up over a slip if you want to, go out for lunch or dinner that night. Easy to dress up or down. Chuck on some wedges, and even like a scarf or a wrap just to change this up as well. You could even knot this and belt this and wear it as a top over some jeans as well. It's a really versatile piece. Comes in loads of sizes as well. Starts at I think a small and goes up to a double XL. So this one here is an extra large, and that would easily go to an 18, comfortably an 18 with room to move, possibly a 20. And then the extra large, 20, 22. $79 in the clothing beachwear section of sequenceandsand.com.au. So the next kind of beach dress is this one. Now, mesh is another fabric that will serve you well. I love the fact that mesh will breathe. Mesh does feel beautiful on. There's a nice weight to it, but not a heavy weight as in not breathable. This will breathe, but it's got a nice swish to it. And then because of the softness of the fabric, it lends itself to making lots of gathers, and that's what Sonia's done with the Genevieve mesh dresses that are in her range. There's also a plain black, but she has prints in this one and the Florence print as well in the blues coming through. And it's just a lovely, very relaxed fit, but these are great for the sizing, right? So these will go up to, this is a large, extra large, and that is an easy 24. That's what I love about this range. We've got some really good breadth of size offerings for you. Now, because of the gathers, what shape would suit this? Well, just about any shape. If you're a rectangle and you don't have much of a bust, then probably not for you. But if you've got an hourglass shape or even an inverted triangle where you're quite busty and a bit narrow in the hips, with all of these gathers here, that's going to balance you out nicely at the bottom. And this is like an empire. It's cut in under the bust. So it's going to give you a little bit of, a slight bit of form underneath the bust and just bring you in a little bit more there. And then the gathers kick in from under the bust down to create that fullness. And the sleeves are about a half sleeve. So quite a versatile shape. If you were a triangle with a smaller top and a bigger bottom, it would work as well. But again, you'd probably need a bit more of a bust to fill it. And so something like a diamond shape where you've got a slightly fuller bust and fuller hips and tummy would work well. And a round shape, right? If you have got a fuller tummy shape and you don't like that cling around your tummy, then this will certainly work for you too. So it's quite a clever design with the interest in under the bust, a nice high waist, and then the gathers falling underneath. Very, very clever design. And the same I should have mentioned with the classic beach dress from Caprioska is that this is just a straight through shift style. It's no fuss and bother, this style. So again, a very versatile cut. If you're a rectangle shape, a round tummy shape looks good in this, just straight through, no cling. Even our triangles work well because of the lovely V neckline, just to create some more interest up top. A really versatile shape. I would say that just about any shape can get into this. If you like something a bit more fitted, then that's not for you. But generally for the beach, we don't like fitted, do we, girls? We just like something a little bit more relaxed. And this has got enough room without being overly full. So a really, really clever design, suit most shapes. Now, another form of beach dress, taking things a little bit differently, and definitely not as simply as these shift styles. This is another one that I've included beautiful colors. This is more of a summer dress. However, there is no reason why you couldn't wear that to the beach. It is not that dressy that you couldn't, if you wanted to, slip it on over your togs and you wouldn't be out of place on the beach. Yes, it is a bit dressier, granted, but there are situations where you might want to dress up a little bit more by the pool or at the beach. So these are the lovely Jam Jam summer dresses. There's that gorgeous blue and the coral, or it's more like a peach really, a bit lighter. And then there is a lovely green. It's quite, yeah, that's making it more of a bit darker than what it is, but it's a stunning mid green, a little bit dirty. It's got a bit of a grey, bit of a black to the green, but beautiful colours in that range. Now, these are made a little bit differently, and there's a lot more fabric to these. I'm just wondering what colour will be easier to see. Probably the blue, I think. Let me know, blue, green or peach for you, girls. But this has got the puff sleeve. It's a full sleeve and it's got a cuff on the end. And that the fullness of that sleeve means that if you were narrower up top and wanted to balance out and create a little bit more volume with your shape, so if you're a triangle shape, this would be lovely on you. There's less fuss around the bust as well, a little bit more shape to the bust area. And then there's the fullness underneath that very high waist. So I would also think that girls with a rounder tummy shape could get away with this shape as well. Lots of gathers in that skirt area. And it's got some pockets, I believe. Has it got pockets? Yes, we've got pockets. Now, these are sized small, medium, large, extra large, I believe. And these are a little bit more expensive. There's a lot more material in these. These are about $140 odd, $149, I think. But little ties at the front. So this is something, if you were going away for the weekend and didn't want to pack too much, this would be a great one to pack because you could definitely wear it out to lunch or dinner and then the next day throw it over your togs, no problems. Lovely, versatile dress that could be for beach or bar, no problem whatsoever. It is a little bit longer in length. This one here will be about mid-calf for most of you. So a little bit longer in length as well than the others that I've shown you so far. So would you put that with a print? Well, yeah, I would. See, I would definitely put that print to print. But that's just me. I love print clash. That might not be your thing. How does it go with the Florence? Let's have a bit of a play. Yeah, there's a lot of busyness there, but it works. A very, very similar colour family, but I would definitely put that together, no problem. So this is the Florence print from Genevieve, and this is the Jam Jam dress. So, but most of you would probably put a plain with the print. I get that. Now, if you didn't want something quite so busy and you like things simpler and you weren't a fan of a print, I've got a couple of other options for you that are in that better end. Now, Leanne from Linen with Love teamed up with us last year for the first time because I couldn't find any lovely dresses in the larger sizes that were really a cut above. You know, I just wanted a really elegant and classically beautiful dress for the larger girls to wear out on the sand and then out to lunch and dinner. And so Leanne came up with the Bessie dress, which was very good of you. Hello, Leanne, if you're watching. Leanne's in Bali at the moment working with the people on these and also some volunteer work. I think she works with a charity over there. So these are the Bessie dresses. Now this is a linen, but it's quite a thick linen, right? So if you're in a climate that you need a little bit more, warmth or surety, you know, might if the breeze gets up or it's a bit cooler in the afternoons. These are great. Now, Leanne's cut these. These are beautiful soft pastels in this linen. It's an Italian linen. These are very good value for money. They're $169. So our most dear cover up and summer dresses, but that linen, it is pure linen as well. It's not a blend. It's a lovely, beautiful Italian linen. Now these go up to Leanne's size 8, but easily, I reckon 24, 26. Definitely. They're very, very relaxed in the fit, and they've got all of these gathers in the back, and this is what makes them work. A bit hard to pick out, but they're gathers. They're like box pleats in the back. So nice and straight at the front, busier at the back, but that's what gives it its relaxed fit and also the room that you need to keep the airflow for hot summer days. So little sleeve that goes to about there, so you get the good arm coverage up the top and a beautiful collared finish, and these lovely buttons as well, shell-like buttons all the way through. These are very popular, beautifully finished. The detailing in the pocket, just stitched beautifully. Everything on this garment is lovely, and for the price, I kid you not, it's a bargain. $169. I would pay, you know, you'd see these in shops, something like this, for at least $280, $300 for the quality. It's amazing. So that's the Linen with Love linen dresses. Nice, simple, but elegant look. And Leanne assures me that she wears hers to the beach over her togs, and then easy to take out for lunch or dinner. These are a bit longer. These are mid-calf in length. And there's also black and navy, but I've just brought in the two colours, being the softer pastel pink and the blue. Just for you, the girls who like something a little bit softer, because that's the tones and the colouring that works best for them. So there we have it, girls. They're the different prints and plains to put with your togs and create really easy, effortless looks this summer when you're on your holiday. Things to be able to dress up and down in a flash that you know you're going to look great in as soon as you put it on, no matter where you go or what you're doing, whether you are heading out and are able to have a holiday a bit further afield, or whether you're holidaying at home, you can zhuzh it up. Oh, sarongs, I almost forgot. The other cover-ups that we have, my goodness, my mind just completely went off track then, are these sarongs. Now, truckloads of these. These are the cotton sarongs. They're very generous from Capriosca. We've been selling these, oh my goodness, probably 10 years now. Marsha hasn't changed them much at all. These are about 2 meters by 1 meter. They're very generous. The sarong is something a bit like the cape for me. I've probably got 3 or 4 sarongs, and I've got them stashed everywhere in summer. I put one in my beach bag. I've got a couple of beach bags ready to go, and I always keep one in there. When the kids were younger, I would have one, maybe 2 in my beach bag, because it was something that I could wrap around them. Or the grandkids now, from many of you girls, just wrap around them if it gets a bit cool, if they get a bit wet or they want to snuggle in. They're a great piece to have, not only to wrap around to wear over your togs, but you can also then just wrap them around, you know, and wear them as a garment when you're out and about on the streets or in the markets and having a bit of a play and meander around on your break. So these, I think, are around about the $34.99 mark, but there is a lot of fabric in these ones. These are the cotton. They've got a cute little pom-pom trim. And as I mentioned earlier, they come in all sorts of colours that team back with the prints and the plains in the ranges that certainly that Capriosca does. But you can see how across all of the togs we sell, we make sure we have sarongs that match back. I should probably do a how to wrap a sarong feature as well. I'm not that fantastic at it myself, which is probably why I haven't done it. I just tend to wrap them over and tuck them in or knot them. That's about the amount of effort I go to with sarongs. But they are a great piece, another versatile piece to have in your summer stash when you are away on holiday. And again, they make great gifts as well. Now, there is another sarong type, and I should have put this out a bit earlier for you. Again, Genevieve likes to keep the prints coming in her cover-up range. Now, this sarong I absolutely love. It's in the same mesh, and this one has got a frill all the way around. And what Sonia's done is she's got the elongated ties, and she's just shaved that off a bit so that when you tie it off, you don't get that bulk. But also, being made of mesh, the fluidity of the mesh makes it a really easy fabric to play around with and create a nice fall. Now, these are a little bit more expensive. They're about $79, I think, compared to the cottons. But they are elegant and they are just next level. You know, if I was looking at giving a gift for somebody, I would certainly go the mesh sarong. They come in a couple of prints like this to match back with the tog prints, but also in a black mesh as well. Great buy. So there we go. That's all the cover-ups that you need to wear over your togs and then to wear out to lunch or when you're shopping or when you're going out to dinner or a casual barbecue. Most of these will serve you well in any situation. It's just a matter of how you would like to wear them to create those outfits for your needs, in prints or plains and in many, many sizes up to a size 24, 26 in the Genevieve stuff as well. Now, let me just show you quickly where to find these goodies on the Sequins and Sand website. You just go into, there we go. So there's the girls on the home page looking gorgeous as ever. All different shapes and sizes there, girls. And that's to show you that there is a cozy cut for each and every one of you with different shapes and sizes. Now, clothing, that's where you want to head to. And in there, you will find the jackets, cardigans, capes, and vests. That's where you'll find the capes. And there's the lovely Liz in the La Luna and her navy togs. Looking fantastic, Lizzie. Hope you're doing all right. Oh, and there's Tammy in the same togs, in the bandeau with that cape. And then we've got the Madagascar in the softer tones. And you can see the girls, perfect on them, right? They're both warm colour palettes, these girls, and just they're a lighter warm. So those lovely soft tones work beautifully with them both. So that's where you'll find the capes. And then we've got beachwear. That's where you'll find most of our cover-ups, girls, as a bit of a tip. There's the mesh in the coral palms that the lovely Amelia's got on. And then there is, oh, I didn't show you that one not too well, did I? That is a cotton caftan that we've gotten in this year in the Genevieve range. And there's Amelia wearing it. This is a great throw on and go. And if you love a traditional caftan cut, that is a great option. They're $79. They're a really good buy. That's a one size. Oh, no, it's not actually. She's got them, yeah, small, medium, large. Small, probably up to a 14, medium up to an easy 18, and then large up to a 22, possibly a 24. So Sonia's really gone up to a 24 in most of her stuff this year. There's a lot of black and white there. There's the Provence beach dress from Capriosca. There we go, with the pockets in the front. And that's another mesh cover up in the same print as the cossies. Different print from last year. But there's the other colours in the beach dress. Marsha calls it the overshirt. There is that lovely punch. And there is a navy as well when we're talking colour. Okay. There's lots of other cover-ups we do, but they're really swimmable ones too. So I haven't included them in tonight's or today's chat, but we will cover off our sunsafe stuff in another live. Trust me, it is coming. And I've got one of the designers joining me. So that's where you'll find most of our beach cover-ups, beach dresses. And then we've got the summer dresses section, clothing, summer dresses. And that's where you'll find the boho dresses from Jam Jam. There's the peach and the green. Fantastic on the redhead. Isn't that beautiful? And then the blue. Beautiful. See how its shape is created. And then the linen with love dresses. There's our cheeky girls from Newcastle. And there's a lovely Evie in the pink. And there's that baby blue. Also, that's the navy colours that Flick and Jane have got on. You can see how they look. How great they look in those really beautiful linen dresses. They love them. So that is all of our clothing for you girls. Our beach dresses, sarongs, and summer dresses. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you've got any questions, please do put it in the feed, because I'll be keeping an eye on any questions, any comments as you come through. Tell me your favorites. Are you a plain girl? Are you a print girl? Do you like a bit of print clash like me? Thanks very much for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. Look out in your inboxes on Sunday for the next newsletter if you're a subscriber. And remember, you've got that $20 voucher that you have got to use as well if you're a subscriber. So dig it out of your inbox and whack it in and maybe grab yourself a cover up. They also make great gifts coming into Christmas. And before you know it, girls, we'll be thinking Christmas. Thanks very much. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye.